And I want to give a big, huge shout out to our Victory team for being number 3 at this career conference. Woo! For the second year in a row, I might add. Your excellence shines bright for everyone to see, and it's an honor, truly, representing you today. I want to share a quote by Mary Kay Ash given during her seminar speech in 1995. You are here today because you have a vision of success that can be yours. You are sitting where those who have achieved greatness in our company have sat. You are thinking the same thoughts that they did, facing the same obstacles they faced. They too had small children, husbands who weren't supportive. They worked full-time jobs. They were single parents. They had PMS and menopause and depression and vacations and holidays and lazy days and even bad hair days. But they became members of something we call the BIDIA Club. But I did it anyways, whatever it took. So I want to talk to you about something that can completely change your business, your consistency, and honestly, your life, your why. Not just the one that brought you here, but the one that will keep you here. Because here's the truth. What ignites your spark is not often what sustains your fire. When I started my Mary Kay business, my why was simple. I just wanted to make a little extra income for my then 7-year-old daughter and me. She's now 35. I was 25 years old then, working for a chiropractor by day and going to school full-time at night. I had that, let's just wait and see what happens attitude. I thought that any extra money would be great. That would be our fun money for eating out, shopping, and unexpected expenses. Mary Kay was something I fit into the margins of my life while I was working and going to school. And then life shifted. The last 3 semesters of college, I found myself focusing on school and my Mary Kay business. And then suddenly, overnight, I was a single mom. And I had a decision to make. Do I finish my last semester of college? Or do I go all in on my Mary Kay business and earn the use of a company car and become an independent sales director so that I could provide for my daughter and myself? And I remember thinking, I never again want to be in a position where I'm fully dependent on someone else for my financial future, where that security could be taken away. So I made a decision, not a casual decision, but a committed decision. I decided to become an independent sales director because I needed more income, more stability, more control of my life. And that decision changed everything. But here's what I've learned over the years. I've done this business in many different seasons of life. As a single mom with a young daughter, married for 18 years in a very challenging relationship, through the economic crisis of 2008, becoming the sole financial support of our family of 4 overnight, walking through a divorce in my 50s while raising a teenager, the pandemic, where I had to learn how to work my business in a completely new way as a single mom, solely supporting myself on Mary Kay income. That was a little scary. And now, as a newlywed and a bonus mom to a teenage girl, and moving to a city where I know absolutely no one. And through every single season, my why has changed. It's changed from paying for dance classes for my daughters to taking them on trips and giving them experiences that I didn't have growing up, and buying my first home. And that's what I want you to hear today. Your why is allowed to evolve. What brought you here may not be what keeps you here. Your business will ebb and flow. Your life will shift. Your circumstances will change. But what has kept me here is this. I made a decision that I'm not a quitter. I know myself as someone who perseveres, and I want to model that for others. Even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when no one is clapping. And let me be real with you. Sometimes I have to encourage myself. Have you ever been there? When you're the only one giving you a pep talk, it's you, to you. In those moments, I lean on a few things. Number one, I lean on my faith. I hold tightly to one of my favorite scriptures. So let's not get tired of doing what is good, because at the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Galatians 6:9. Not if we're perfect, not if we never struggle, not if we always feel motivated, but if we don't quit. And sometimes that's the win for the day. I also lean into belief, not always my own, because let's be honest, sometimes that feels a little shaky. I borrow belief from my mentors. Before she retired, that was my sales director and National Sales Director Emeritus, Shirley Oppenheimer. Who do I lean on today? The people who have gone before me, the top directors and the national sales directors. That's why who you surround yourself with matters so much. And that brings me to something I'm incredibly passionate about, events. Events are not optional if you want to grow. Events are where I caught my initial spark. My first company event was a career conference in Houston, Texas, where I got to my red jacket just in time to receive my recognition. And I still remember a story from that first conference. I can't remember if she was a national or a top director, but she talked about how her family went through a horrific house fire, and yet she still found a way to work her business and be on stage encouraging us that day. And I remember thinking, holy cow, if she can grow her business through a catastrophe like that, what's my excuse? We hear so many personal stories at events that leave an indelible mark on us. Events are still where I go to reignite that spark. Career conference, seminar, leadership. They're not just dates on a calendar. They're moments that can shift your entire trajectory. Because sometimes you don't need 20 new ideas. You just need one. One idea, one conversation, one moment of clarity. Something you can take home and just tweak your business. That changes everything. I cannot tell you how many times I've sat in a seat just like you, feeling stuck, feeling tired, feeling unsure, and I left with fresh vision, renewed belief, and a plan. So let me lovingly encourage you. Don't just attend events. Engage, expect, decide that something here will change things for you. And if you have not already, get seminar on your calendar. Protect it, plan for it, prioritize it. Because future you is counting on the decisions you make today. Now I want to bring you back to your why, because today my why looks very different than when I started. Yes, I still want financial security. Yes, I still want flexibility, but now I want experiences. I want memories. I want to take my new husband, Jason, on the prestige trip to Zurich, Switzerland this September for our honeymoon. That excites me. That stretches me. That gives me something to run toward. And I want you to ask yourself, what are you running to right now? Not what sounds good, not what someone else has told you to want, but what genuinely moves you. Because when your why is clear, your actions become more consistent. And when your actions are consistent, your results, they'll be inevitable. And you don't have to do this alone. Make yourself accountable. Talk to your sales director. Share your goal with her. She has the experience. She has the vision. She has the heart to help you win. And here's the beautiful part. Your success is linked to hers. She wants you to succeed. She is cheering for you. She's equipped to guide you. So let her. As I wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Your why doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be personal. It has to matter to you. And it has to be strong enough to keep you going on the days that you don't feel like it, because those days will come. But so will the harvest if you do not faint. So today I encourage you, discover it, rediscover it, write it down, speak it out loud, and then make a decision that you're going to be a woman who does not quit. Thank you.